The constitutions of all CARICOM countries are characterized by a common commitment to the principles of citizens' equality before the law and respect for their similar socio-economic rights. Therefore, in Guyana, there must be expansion of legal services in all 10 administrative regions. That's the word of President Granger.
Guyana is the largest Caribbean state, and it cannot ignore the spatial dimension of extending the reach of legal services and expanding access to justice. Legal aid programs are being introduced to communities previously underserved by legal services.
President Granger addressing the gathering at the 50th meeting of the Council of Legal Education at the Marriott Hotel Kingston on Friday. He stated that more work has to be done in remote communities across Guyana to ensure that the human rights for each citizen are upheld and that they access justice through the law if and when they need to.
Legal aid services need to become regionalized. The support for the criminal justice system program will soon facilitate the provision of legal aid services to many of our hinterland communities. Access to the courts is being enhanced with the establishment of new magisterial districts and specialized courts. 2 new magisterial districts, the Upper Demerara River Magisterial District Court and the Rupununi Magisterial District Court Office were commissioned over the past year.
According to the President, the establishment of these facilities in remote communities reduces the need for residents to travel outside of their regions to access legal services. He says that the law should guarantee citizens recourse against violations of their rights and properties and provide means for lawful settlements of disputes for persons, regardless of which part of a country they reside.
It is an instrument for the promotion of just, peaceful and inclusive society, which is goal number 16 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. It is an approach to the elimination of inequalities, lack of protection by the law, and often the high costs associated with accessing justice. And it is a requirement for access to affordable and timely legal advice and representation, access to the courts. It involves ensuring that legal services will be available and will be within the reach of ordinary citizens.
President Granger added that in its aim to provide more legal services and justice to those who require it, the judiciary in Guyana has already announced plans to establish municipal and children and youth courts across the country, and that the family court is already functioning as it should. Reporting for HGP Nightly News, I am Kristen Macklingam.